I said I wasn't going to do another forward-facing sonar video for a while, but yeah, here we are. Huh. With all the crap that's been going on the last few days and last week and a half or so with B.A.S.S, MLF, and some other things. I touched on a couple weeks ago in a video about my dream, my nightmare about being attacked at one of these little bass tournaments that we fish by the guys that were against me being against them or against the new technology. And I'm against it. You're not gonna change my mind, but that's not what this is about. It's about people's perceptions. I think it's getting out of hand. I'm hearing about the fighting amongst the big hitters, which definitely ain't me. But what I talked about a couple weeks ago was some Facebook stuff. Now, I'm not a big peruser of Facebook. If it wasn't for me having a business and depending on Facebook for cheap advertising, I wouldn't do it at all. But some of the comments were getting a little bit pointed, a little bit mean. And then the other day, it happened again, and this time was just pure spiteful, including by a couple of friends of mine, one for sure. It seems like the guys that like the technology are having way thinner skin than us guys that are against the technology, even though they talk about the man panties thing. If you haven't seen that, I'll try to remember to put a link. I don't always remember to put links in videos. I'm not good at this stuff. The guys are really getting touchy. And to me, touchier than us guys that don't like the stuff. I don't really know what's going on. But I'm afraid I'm seeing it bleeding over, and I'm seeing this nightmare dream thing that I had a couple weeks ago of getting into it with the guys at the lawn tramp, the guys I'm supposed to be fishing against and for and with and friends and supposed to be getting along. We're all bass fishermen. Now, we ain't never going to get along. It's not in our DNA. People want to fight and bitch and complain and throw fits and fight, bitch. It's just going to happen. This thing's far from over. But I think it's the important thing for people to think about. And I'm nobody, okay, y'all? I know I'm a guy here trying to catch fish. I'm having a lousy couple hours of fishing. I'm fringing things, but I'm not doing very good. I'm not the guy to be talking about this. If it's my channel, I got a chance to do a video. There comes a time when you got to ask yourself, can a man eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and shoot a fishing video at the same time? I'll get back to you on that. It don't matter. We're on the same page when it comes to radar love. Forward face sonar sucks. It's the way you go about it. When you start using terms like cheater box and spotlight, umbilical cord, that one kind of makes sense, because the guys that are really stuck on it, just like the guys that are stuck on smoking cigarettes or drinking too much beer or whiskey. It's an addiction, possibly. And everybody's got their own reasons. I've heard all the reasons from, it saves me on time because I don't have time to find fish traditional way. And I think that's all a bunch of yahoo crap. But still, it's not up to me to call you names. Randy needs to quit that. Everybody that does that needs to quit it, because call it a cheater box. A depth finder with forward-facing capabilities. Got that radar love built in that transducer or multiple, whatever. To call it a cheater box is not really good. It's not bright. Because it ain't. It ain't cheating. If it was cheating, yeah. It ain't against the law. Spotlighting a deer. 10 million candle power spotlight in the middle of the night, that's illegal almost everywhere. Probably everywhere. It ought to be. But what they're doing with the radar is looking at critters they shouldn't be able to see any other way. But it's not spotlighting. It's not illegal. And he's rubbing nerves raw now. I said before, it's brilliant. If you want to get views, you want to make money, and money can be made on YouTube. My channel is still not monetized. I'm not doing this for money yet. I may never. Although, maybe it's starting to get a little bit boring. And not just it's just hard to do good videos. And unless I do video like this, I don't get the viewers. Which, whatever. I rarely have asked for subs anymore. I can use the money as much as anybody. This thing's thirsty on gas. But to call people out as liars, thieves, and crooks, just to get, man, Randy believes in it. The passion's there. He believes, just like I do, that this is horrible, not just for bass fishing, not just for tournament fishing, but for the biology of the situation overall. The crappie that I saw caught this year, catching crappie in July and August like it was April. Good fish, bunches of them. Now the guys, the real cheaters, are taking limits home and coming back and getting more limits just because that's what they do in March and April, because they're just freaking greedy, selfish, and can't get enough. And then they have freezer burnt fish next year they throw out. I hear it all the time. How did I get on this rant? That got weird, didn't it? Solar Bat link in the description, y'all. Please check out Solar Bat sunglasses. Just awesome. Bottom line, that's all there is to it. If Randy, if you could dive deep into his psyche, which might be a scary place to be, and ask him or yourself to say, hey, what is the bottom line here? Are you doing it for the views and to make the money off YouTube? You doing it to further your cause as a professional fisherman, get your brand bigger? Or are you doing it simply and solely because you hate the technology? I would like to think that's true. I still think he likes those extra subs he gets, and every time he does a crazy video, he loses some, but he gains more. You cannot call people liars, cheaters, and thieves if they're not. Everybody's got that dark side. I don't think a guy using forward-face sonar are necessarily the dark folks. I know that the stuff that I'm fishing, the tournaments I'm fishing, most of the guys are trying to use. Now, they're all good at it, and that's a whole other subject. It's got to hurt to have all that money in that boat and not be good at it, or not be able to get good at it, because you ought to be able to at least get decent at it. That's not here or there. The thing is, I will never call a person a spotlighter or a cheater for having it on their boat as long as it's legal. And in Missouri, where I'm at right now, I'm Lake the Ozarks, Central Missouri, it's legal. It's legal in every state to a degree. There's very little limitations. And yeah, I agree. What B.A.S.S. MLF does is ridiculous. Whatever. I'm not the guy that's going to change it. I can sure preach against it, but I'm never going to call you out as being a lawbreaker unless you are. And then I'm going to do everything I can. I'm a narc. Oh, I'm huge. I catch a guy poaching deer or doing something, I'm going to turn you in and do everything I can to get you in trouble. It's too much fun doing this stuff in God's green earth. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful day to day. I tell you, I ain't catching no fish. I'm thinking I'm becoming the king of dinks, and I don't like that title at all. Goodness gracious. I like doing it the hard way. When I shoot bows, I shoot wood bows, stick bows with wood arrows. It gives you an out if you fail too. I like doing things the hard way, but that's the way I've always done it. Do I like the idea of getting beat by guys using new technology? No, I don't like it, but so far, since I came back to tournament fishing on my own a year and a half ago, I have not done it right yet myself. I am not catching enough fish. So I can't say much about the guys who are using the forward-facing radar love. I'm not beating them, I'm beating myself. I am trying to keep squared away on this. I'm trying to keep, something happened back there. Plane. I do not want to get in altercation with guys lawn tramping to weigh-ins. And I can see it happening because interweb, Facebook got ugly the last few weeks. And I don't do much Facebook. I'll bet you there's some discussions that goes on. Hope it don't happen. I'm serious. That would be enough to either make me bite down and fish harder or give up. And at 60 years old, I'm ready to give up. I'm going to go. I'm not fishing real hard today. I got a late start, as always. Tomorrow's a hard fishing day. I'm at Thursday. Today's Monday. I'm beat up and sore, but I'm surviving it. I'm not as bad as I was. They're dropping a lake. Went down 6 inches since I was here a few days ago. That's a problem when the fish want to be in 6 inches of water. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you're thinking. Most of the guys watching my channel are anti-technology, anti-FFS guys. I get it. There's a few that aren't. I'm not making you guys mad. If I'm making you guys mad, you got way too thin of stuff going on. So let me know what you're thinking. I'm going out. I got buzz baits and crank baits, and I got creature baits. I got a jig that still hadn't been used today. Oh, I got a swim jig. I'm set. I got everything it takes to be professionally. I'm a dummy. I'm going to go. God bless. Talk to you guys later.